Modern men, they confuse availability with desirability, right? If she texts and I immediately get back to her, she's going to like me more, right? If I don't text her every day, she's going to forget about me. So I need to constantly text her and be on the forefront and give her a play-by-play of my day and tell her like, hey, I just went to the bathroom. Hey, I just went to the gym. Hey, I just ate a ham sandwich. I've always got to be interacting with her, or she's going to forget about me. Like, it doesn't work that way. In fact, it's been scientifically proven that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear, which means that if you text her less, that actually gives her a chance to think about you more. That was the big key to that study. I actually mentioned the actual name of the study in the new book. We're past the 8-minute mark. Forget that bit. I actually talk about the name of the study and what they found. And the reason why women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear is because it causes them to think about that man more, right? If you're constantly tell a girl, hey, I like you, and you bring her flowers all the time, like there's no mystery there. And she's like, yeah, I know this guy likes me. I can have him at any time. I'll put him on the back burner in case things don't work out. He's my plan B option, right? But the guy that she can't figure out, the guy that doesn't do all these things, the guy that doesn't text her all the time, the guy that doesn't call her, every day just to check in, she's like, I wonder why he's not checking in. Oh, I wonder what he's up to. I wonder what he's like. And when she's thinking about you more, she's getting more invested. She's now her attraction level's rising. That's why that works more. But all these guys are thinking that if they text enough, right? If they're always at her beck and call, if I just cancel my plans and anytime she wants to see me, if I'm just always available, she'll like me more. And it's actually the absolute opposite. If you're always available, always at her beck and call, subconsciously that tells her that you don't have any other options. And if you don't have other options, that means other women probably don't like you. And if other women don't like you, why should I like you? That's how, like, it doesn't make sense to guys because women aren't rational, but this is how they're wired. Okay. So desire, that the actual desire, it thrives in distance and mystery, not constant closeness. One of the things that I learned is that attraction actually grows in space and it dies in close proximity. If you're always around your girl, she will start losing attraction for you. This is one of the reasons why being in a long-term relationship where you've moved your girlfriend in, you guys live together and you guys see each other every day, why sex starts to fade over time is because she starts losing that sexual desire because she doesn't miss you. She sees you all the time and she knows all your and like you guys spend every waking moment together. So now I'm not saying you guys can't live with these girls. I think it's a bad idea, but I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm not saying you can't get married. Okay. I think that's a bad idea. Get the government involved in your relationship. Right. But you guys are going to do this stuff. Okay. This is what like you've been culturally conditioned to do. And a vast majority of you guys are going to want to do that. And it's kind of nice having your own live-in vagina. Let's not beat around the bush there. Every other week I have a live-in vagina and it's nice. And she cooks for me and she treats me like an absolute king. I love it. But we also, every other week, she does it. She goes and does her own thing. I do my own thing. I got my kids. She's got her kids, and we keep that stuff separate. And that gives us a whole week to actually miss each other. So when we see each other again, it's like, oh man, I haven't seen you in a week. I actually kind of like you now. Right. Well, if you guys are actually living with each other, it's important to add some, at least like go out of your way and introduce time alone. So you guys have some time to miss each other. Okay. I highly recommend guys have a good circle of guy friends, like go out for bowling night with the boys or something like that. It doesn't have to be like that specifically. I mean, geez, back in like the 30s and 40s, like that's what men did. Men went down to the lodge once a week. They went down and hung out at the lodge, and it was a men's lodge, and they conversed with other like-minded men, and they got away from their wives for a little bit. And the wives, they would have, Bible study or bridge club or whatever it was that women did, knitting circles, and they would hang out with other wives. And I highly recommend that you guys encourage your girls to do that. Get with other, married or in strong LTR relationship women. Don't let her hang around with single hoe friends. right? But if you let them do that and let them, have their women time and you have your man time, that actually makes for a stronger relationship because that attraction grows in space. Okay. So if you've been showing up, doing the chores, texting good morning every day, and still getting the cold shoulder, I mean, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. You've just been trained to believe that comfort creates desire. But what if I told you the very things you're doing to bring her closer are actually pushing her away? After the break, I'll share you the story of two husbands who hit the exact same wall, but only one got his wife to chase him again. The twist, he didn't try harder. He became something entirely different. So stick around because this next part might hit closer than you think. Guys, in the meantime, do be sure to follow me on social media. The links are in the description. I am trying to grow my X account. So follow me on X. I'm at Come On Man Pod on X. Grab the free ebook, She's Made You Weak. It explains why attraction dies in a long-term relationship or a marriage. It's what we call the betaization process. It's a 5-step process. And if you don't realize that this is happening, your relationship's going to end up in the toilet and you're going to go, I don't know how that happened. Well, that's why that happened. And then guys, if you're in a dead bedroom situation right now, get my book, Get Her to F You Again. You can find all my books by going to books.comeonmanpod.com. And let me play a commercial for that, and then we'll get back to the topic today.
Are you tired of the dead bedroom? Wondering what happened to the passion, the connection, and the spark? Well, here's your answer. Introducing Get Her to F You Again, a red pill guide to fix a dead bedroom. Now on Amazon. This isn't about manipulation or tricks. It's about real strategies that work. If your wife has stopped being intimate with you, it's not because the love is gone. It's because the attraction is gone, and that's fixable. This book will teach you the skills to lead your marriage, rebuild your confidence, and become the man she can't stop thinking about. 3 reasons to get this book. 1. It breaks the cycle. You'll learn how to stop doing the same things that are killing her attraction and start doing the things that reignite it. 2. It's practical and proven. With clear, actionable steps, you'll build yourself into the man you were always meant to be. 3. It works for men like you. Paul Bauer has helped hundreds of men just like you fix their dead bedrooms. And now, it's your turn. Don't let another day go by feeling frustrated and disconnected. Go to Amazon right now and buy Get Her to F You Again. Read it, apply it, and watch your marriage transform. The connection isn't gone forever. You just need the roadmap to get it back. And this book is it.
Brother Kamal sent a 5.99 euros so that you don't have to keep saying sexually. Also, I heard you have a new book. You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. I do absolutely have a new book. It's called Forget That. It's available on Amazon Audible. Actually, the sales of this book this weekend alone have been pretty amazing. In fact, they might actually, I think this might be a bigger problem than men in dead bedrooms. Like men in dead bedrooms are, it's a very big problem, but a lot of guys have been gaslit so long that they're like, yeah, she gives it to me once a month. I'm okay. But guys that go through a breakup, I mean, they want to end their lives. You know what I mean? So I think this is a much more popular book right now. It's probably why my friend Benny decided to become a breakup coach instead of a dating coach, because a lot more guys need this. You know what I mean? Anyway, yes, you can get that book here. I'll drop a link to that in the chat. And because Brother Kamal sent that 5.99 euros, and he is a wolf pack brother, I'm going to give him the shaking booty video today. Closer to the light. Thank you, you're the best. Beyond we never. Oh man, Peter says the boyfriend of the girl who runs the gym buys her flowers every week. Oh my God. Well, he's going to learn the hard way. I gave her everything, man. I gave her flowers. No, I've done that. Not every week, but every month I used to buy red pill chick flowers, and it was meaningless. It ended up being meaningless at the end of the day, and she didn't value that stuff. And then she ended up cheating on me at the end, right? Like, a lot of guys think this is what we're supposed to do because society and movies tell us to be these romantic guys. And that's not what women respond to. Like, women think they respond to this, but then a guy does it all the time. They're like, I don't know why, but I mean, I should like this, but ugh, So I'm saying don't do that. Be a Skittles man. You know what I mean? All right. Let's talk about that moment she pulls back at your touch or says, I'm just tired. Man, have you ever experienced that where you go to touch your wife or you go to initiate sexy time and she's like, oh, I got a headache or I'm tired, right? Like it doesn't feel good, that rejection. Man, and some guys just don't handle it well. They don't handle it well. They might handle it okay the first, dozen times or so, but if it's constant every night, a lot of guys will like fly off the handle and lose their shit. Be like, God, you're always tired, blah, right? And they'll lose their shit, or they'll just quit asking. Like most guys in dead bedroom situations, they just get to a point where they've been rejected so long, they just stop asking. And then they just resign themselves to, this is how my life is. This is how it's supposed to be.
New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe now.